Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, chosen, before I started this message, I heard you get it all back. You get it all back. So, for some of you, if you're wondering what's going on in terms of, when are you going to receive your harvest? When are things going to pick up for you? We're going to tap in and see what this message is saying, because I'm pretty sure that it's alluding to that, because I can feel it. So we're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck, see what energy you need to clear. If you want any of my services, tarot lessons, tarot sessions, miniature altars, t-shirts, hair or body oils, my cards, whatever, reach out. Declare and Decree deck. You're going to write this down on paper and destroy it. Write this down on paper and burn it. I have gotten another stock of these decks for those of you who want to place your order. So reach out. Okay, so I have, 3 cards. All spell work, rituals, black magic, evil eye, blocking spells, and all evil works against myself and my family are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All spell work, rituals, black magic, evil eye, blocking spells, and all evil works against myself and my family are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You want to screenshot that? Okay. Write that down, put it on paper, burn it. All lack mentality and scarcity mindset is now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All lack mentality and scarcity mindset is now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Then you have all blockages to my creativity and ability to be the co-creator of my life. It's now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Okay? So we're already starting off with spell work. That's something that needs to be cleared, because it's a constant issue with your ops, the powers that were, and anyone in your intimate circle who just doesn't want to see you thrive. They recognize that you are the chosen, that you have divine gifts, even when it comes to this one that's saying all energy that blocks your creativity and the inability to be the co-creator of your life. It can also be people doing spell work in hopes that your manifestations do not materialize. They don't have that type of authority. So you're clearing out that type of energy and any internal lack mentality or scarcity mindset. If you feel like you just don't have enough, or that you can't attract a certain amount of abundance, or that you can't obtain a particular type of job, or you can't get your business off the ground, whatever the case may be, this needs to be put on paper and burned. So let's jump right into the message. Let me see. I'll use my IC Tarot deck to start off with, see what's going on. What is for you cannot be withheld from you, okay? Your spiritual team sometimes allows particular things to be postponed until you are in alignment on a vibrational level, till your frequency is in alignment in order for you to attract what is yours. But let's just see. King of Wands, you getting that energy back in order to take action towards your goals and to pursue your creative ideas, to be that leader. You are getting that energy back. That spark is being reignited. So if you felt sluggish, if you felt like you just didn't have the inspiration or the passion or the zeal to pursue your creative ideas, you're getting all of that back. Let's see. The Ace of Cups is in a reverse. It could very well be because you had to reject an offer here. You had to leave something behind. Let me clarify the Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you pulled your energy back. King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. You pulled your energy back. You're no longer overgiving emotionally to particular people. You might have even blocked certain people from your life. Okay, they no longer have access here. Let me clarify the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay? All right. Nine of Cups. See, because you're more concerned about your own happiness, all right? Your happiness right now is what is your priority, okay? And so you've had to block particular people out of your life. Let me see, why did you have to block? Why did you have to block? Because of the Tower. Because of the Tower. Maybe you knew something had to come down because it just wasn't stable. It's like a certain amount of disruption that people was trying to bring into your life here. And you just decided like, that's enough, no more. That's divine intervention that says it's time to move around. It's time to do something different. It's time for you to focus on yourself, focus on your self-love. You're listening to your intuition here. Let me clarify, what is the Tower? Wow, okay, that's too many cards. But I did see the King of Cups again. What's the Tower? Wow, divine masculine energy is standing out strong because I literally have two kings already, plus this divine masculine and the Ten of Wands in a reverse. So this is, if you are a feminine out there, then you may be stepping into your, balancing out, I'll say that, balancing out your masculine energy, setting those healthy boundaries. But many of you are divine masculine out there who are dropping particular burdens, and you're not allowing people to put the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. Okay, you're giving yourself permission to be free so that you can now pursue the things that brings you true happiness. And so I can definitely see that for whoever you are, it doesn't matter. There's a clearing out of energy that's happening here. It just began raining, so that's definitely a cleansing. There's a clearing out of energy. You are ready to purify your environment, your energy, your spiritual space. Let me see. The Devil. Yeah, you had to clear out. Look at this. The Magician and the reverse is at the bottom of the deck. Anytime I get these two cards close to one another in a reading, it lets me know the spell work has been done. And this is why you have all evil eye spell work, dark magic, rituals, all of these different things that you're going to be burning and releasing, because someone was doing spell work. It could be multiple people, but that Tower had to come down to clear whoever this is or whatever this is from your energy. Let me clarify the Magician in reverse and the Devil. Someone, I'm strongly picking up that this could have been a lot of spell work over the divine masculine energy specifically to keep you tied down to karmic situations, lustful energy, unhealthy patterns, addictions, and things of that nature. That spell work has backfired, and it's bringing down the Tower on a lot of people who were siphoning and harvesting the energy of the divine masculine specifically. You get your power back. You get your creativity back. You get your energy back. They can no longer pull on your energy anymore because you are operating from self-love here. You're no longer overgiving of yourself or your sexual energy. You've stepped into your divine masculine. Let me see. The Devil and the Magician in the reverse. So I have two cards. Yeah, the High Priestess and the World in the reverse. This is definitely an energy of not wanting to see you thrive. If you have a spiritual calling on your life, like if you are a high priest or even a high priestess, if you have a calling to heal, to help people, where you're supposed to be in a spotlight, somebody did not want to see you there. So they did a lot of spell work to try and dim your light, but you still evolve spiritually regardless. You still evolve spiritually. You're continuing to evolve spiritually. I feel like you listened to your intuition. You gathered evidence and you came to the realization of what was happening here, and you started to do the work to clear your energy, to clean up your energy. Page of Cups is in a reverse with the Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you rejected particular offers. You're no longer worried about being alone. See, Ten of Swords is in a reverse. So that means you've healed from a lot of betrayal. The Lovers is here. You've healed from a lot of betrayal. I feel like you may have even made a decision here. This could be a decision to remove yourself from a very karmic situation to go towards a divine union, which, your spiritual team has guided you towards this union. But this could also be you leaving a very karmic work environment and moving towards your divine purpose. Okay, it's going to resonate differently for everyone, but I can definitely see that there's this new beginning that's happening as a result of what you've been doing. Look at that. I told you the King of Cups came out. It was trying to come out again earlier, so now it's here twice. This is all about self-love, but you've been listening to your intuition here. Okay? You've been listening to your intuition. You know how you feel. You know what you've been guided to do. Write it down, speak it, feel it, and move towards it. You've been manifesting, writing things down, putting it out into the universe, and taking practical efforts to make things happen. And so this is why things are moving in your favor. Queen of Pentacles is also here. So there's the strong energy of security and stability that you are welcoming into your life right now. You could also be attracting someone who is very stable, grounded, very spiritual as well. The Seven of Pentacles is here. Let me see. If you felt like things were moving very slow for you and you have been putting in the work, but you just wasn't seeing the results, those results are coming in. Let me see what's coming out. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the High Priestess. If you're doing some sort of spiritual work, you're going to see things grow now. If it was moving very slow for you, it's going to pick up. I feel like you also had to listen to your intuition in regards to those people and situations that you had invested way too much of your time into. And now you've had a chance to really evaluate, like, is it even worth continuing to nurture something that is not bringing growth? You're not seeing any, it's not producing anything anymore. It's like work without reward. And so I feel like you are also allowing yourself to just focus. Like, now you're not pouring your energy into the wrong people anymore. You're focused on your purpose. You're focused on your calling. You're focused on learning new things, okay? And so this is why they have the potential to grow. Yeah, because see, this was in a reverse, Knight of Pentacles. This is a very slow moving energy. It's like, okay, you're working hard trying to cultivate something, but you had strong opposition. Well, weak. It was actually weak opposition, but you had opposition that was trying to block your forward movement here. Stop focusing on the past. It's time to heal. So this is you coming out of that energy of the past, focusing in on yourself, focusing in on healing, focusing in on what's ahead of you. What do you want to create? What do you want to cultivate in your life? What do you want to attract? Okay. So let me see. Let's see. I'm just going to try this deck out. I've only used this deck once before. I just want to see how it resonates with this message. But you're definitely getting it all back. I can see movement now, especially because you are more focused on doing your spiritual work with the High Priestess here twice, King of Cups here twice, okay? Lots of divine masculine energy, which shows forward movement, setting healthy boundaries, becoming the leader, okay? Taking the initiative. So this is what's working out in your favor. And so your ops, their spell work is too weak to work up against you in your current energy. This says bridge, connecting pathways and overcoming divides. See, there's no longer anything that can keep you from crossing over to the next portion of, to the next chapter of your life here. Okay, you're overcoming anything any hurdles or any obstacles that prevented you from getting on the other side of that bridge. You now have access. Your spiritual team has created an additional pathway for you to maneuver through here. Ship. They said, okay, if you can't get over the bridge, we're going to send a ship. This is your ships coming in. Okay. And it's big. It's lavish. Okay. It's luxurious. You are getting first class or like VIP escorting. Your spiritual team is escorting you on a VIP level. Okay. They're coming in with the big ships. So everyone is going to be able to see just how protected you are and how loved you are by the Most High Mother and Father because of how things are moving for you. I feel like it's going to be very shocking to a lot of these people who are working behind the scenes here. This says forest, Nature sanctuary. Yeah, you spent a lot of time out in nature, and this is what's keeping your energy balanced. Okay. This is what's preventing others from being able to bring you down because you're staying connected to the elements. Some of you might be walking through the forest preserve or taking a lot of nature walks, and this is what's helping you to keep you, again, grounded and to keep your energy balanced in spite of what's happening around you. So this is amusement park, thrilling rides. I feel like in spite of what's happening, you might have a lot of ups and downs and different things that you've been going through, but you found the sweet spot in it, okay? In spite of the ups and downs, you've been able to find the sweet spot. You haven't allowed it to hinder you or to deter you, but instead you find joy and happiness in the ebbs and flow of life. You can still find, the good things in life in spite of other people's desire to see you down. Shopping mall, variety of stores. Yeah, I feel like this is getting ready to open up your finances to where you're able to go and buy those things that you desire. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. I can definitely see where whatever you are working on eventually is going to open up something for you financially here. So, let me see. Kitchen tools, meal preparation. I feel like this is even an example of you moving into a new home where you just have that space where you can prepare meals that you love. It's just something about this that just feels new. It feels like it's your own, like you have crafted it, you've created it. Laboratory. Innovation. Yeah, you're going to be in a position where you can experiment with your crafts, experiment with your creative ideas. And I definitely feel like it's going to open up doors for you in a major way. Many of you are highly spiritual. This is defined as spiritual sanctuary, but it also says church. But I do feel that many of you have been able to overcome, if there's any religious factors that are like not the most in alignment for you. I feel like you've been able to overcome those things as well. But there's something about a sanctuary on a spiritual level where you've kept your energy balanced enough to be able to raise your vibrations and to move you into a positive direction. So yes, I can definitely see that things are progressing for you. Okay. So you do want to focus on saving right now. And if you find that what you're doing right now is not in alignment, you're not fully satisfied, this says you need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. But there's something about being discreet in your search, okay? If you're out here looking for something better, moving in silence is going to be your best friend right now, because you definitely have opposition around you. I feel like your eyes are open. You can see clearly, but they don't need to know. That's why the mouth is covered here. They don't need to know what you got going on or what you're planning here. Perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light. This will help to get you where you want to be. So if you find that you are going through a lot of obstacles and challenges right now, don't focus on the past. Focus on healing yourself so that you can get into alignment and find what is going to bring you joy, what's going to get you in alignment with your purpose. Because I see you experimenting. I see you creating. I see you getting out into nature, balancing your energy. I even see you having breakthroughs that allows you to purchase those things that you desire, and so whatever spell work that was trying to keep you bound, all of that is coming down with this tower. It no longer has a stronghold over your life. So let me see. I'm just going to take a few more cards. But I'm definitely picking up this message is saying that the divine masculine is having a breakthrough. Divine masculine energy is having a breakthrough now. The enemy no longer has a strong hold over the divine masculine energy. And, it's very apparent that there was still a blockage because the feminines were definitely waking up and rising up faster than the masculines. And it's not to take anything away. I mean, somebody got to wake up first. And I feel like the feminines awakened first because we had a large assignment in sending that healing energy out towards the masculines. And so, of course, we're the healers, we're the nurturers. Not saying that a masculine can't be those things, but it's just certain things that you naturally possess as a feminine versus a masculine. And so I feel like we awaken first to help send that energy out into the universe. And now the masculines are awakening, and those strongholds over them, especially their carnal nature, has been broken. They're having strong revelations and, understanding that's coming through. Family secrets is here. Some of you might have had certain secrets within the family that you were not privy to. Okay, things that people were involved in. Let me see, what is this all about? This says multiple enemies involved. So you probably had a lot of family secrets because many of your family members were your enemy. They were your ops. Let's see. Some of you is dealing with an aunt specifically who could have been the ringleader behind all of this. I have working with the U.S. corporation. So out of desperation, people will join forces with the opposition, the powers that were, to try to take out the chosen. I have hidden money. Okay. For me, yeah, this says since childhood. When I see hidden money, this could be connected to trust. A lot of people are gaining access to their trust and things of that nature. But this could also be hidden jewels. Hidden jewels when it comes to like your gifts, your spiritual gifts, your creativity and things of that nature. They didn't want you to gain access to it. And so it's a lot of trying to withhold it from you. So they are being judged here. Whoever these multiple enemies are within the family, they are being judged. Hold on. So if you find that there are certain people in your family that you've had to release, like you've decided to create some very strong boundaries with particular people because you're starting to see them more, you're starting to see their spiritual nature more, and you don't like what you're seeing, it's likely that some of those people were involved in working up against you here. Okay, destruction, that's that tower energy. Things are coming down for these people. You were their sacrifice. That is not a surprise. Okay, you were their sacrifice. They hope to be able to cash in on you, or maybe take your gifts, or hopefully to take your destiny, or whatever it is they was trying to do. It did not work. They were the pawns for a greater, a bigger system of enemies. The beast of Babylon. Look at that. It's here again. They tried to sell your soul. You were their sacrifice. Okay. So this is why you're starting to look around you and you're starting to see like, okay, you really don't like me like that, or you really don't want to see me thrive, or people are really getting angry because you're stepping into your power and you're starting to love on yourself and you're becoming more spiritual. This is causing disruption for them because it's just like with any sacrifice. That's just like, let's just go back in the day where animal sacrifices were prevalent, right? You groomed that animal, and those people was hoping like, okay, if I'm going to sacrifice this animal, they needed to be in a more passive state. A sacrifice, an animal sacrifice, you don't want that animal bucking ready to bite your head off and take you up out of there. So they needed one that they could control. They needed an animal that they could sacrifice that would not ultimately turn against them and make them the sacrifice, right? And so they don't like the fact that you're not just passive and allowing them to groom you in preparation for sacrifice. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that you are stepping into your power. You're coming into remembrance of who you are. You're raising your vibrations. And so all of these things that you're doing, it doesn't make you it's like you're not on the right frequency to be a sacrifice. And this is causing a lot of disgruntled souls around you because it's like, hold on, you're supposed to still be caught up in addictions. You're supposed to be still caught up in your carnal nature. You're supposed to still be living in fear and survival mode because that's the only way that they can get you in a passive, docile state, asleep enough for them to actually sacrifice you. But because you're doing the exact opposite, it doesn't make you a good sacrifice for them. because now you're connecting in ways on a spiritual level that will take every last one of them up out of here. And so you might find that, they just don't have anything else to use. If they try to start arguments with you, you are pushing that shit back. Like, you got a strong protective barrier around you where they can't penetrate your energy, because you're staying connected. You're getting out in nature. You're staying grounded. You're raising your vibrations. You have created a spiritual sanctuary for yourself where you might have a particular place that you go, or that you spend your time at, that gets your energy back balanced. So you are able to combat whatever it is that they try to send your way. Is never strong enough to take you back to where you used to be. This is the energy of the divine masculine, is really what I'm picking up here. Y'all are stepping into your power again. And so the powers that were in those ponds that are being used within your intimate circle, they can't get you back into that grooming state in preparation for sacrifice. So now they're afraid. I feel like there's a strong energy of, yeah, look at that. They're out of tricks. They don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. In the past, they could kick up some dust. You might get pissed off or get angry and blow up. It might take you back to addictive patterns. It might put you back out there to be destructive and to do things that could bring harm to yourself or others. You're not doing any of that stuff anymore. This is causing them to feel very, very afraid and not really knowing, okay, how am I going to deal with this person? How do I get them back in preparation for sacrifice? They can't. They can't. They really wanted that payout, though. I don't know what kind of payout they were supposed to get. Whether it's life insurance, whether it's, gaining your position, okay, inheriting your gifts, whatever it is, they're not going to get it, okay? More is involved. For some of you, you got people around that was involved in particular cults. I'm not saying that all Moors are cults, but there's a polarity to everything, okay? Just like with Masons, there is a polarity to everything. Eastern Star, whatever it is you're doing, there is a polarity to everything. And you got to think about the head of those societies, okay? The head of those groups. There's a bigger agenda that particular people want to maintain power and control. And those are the ones that are the heads of these groups. And so you could have particular people who have sold out to the wrong side, okay? And they really wanted to get a payout. They was thinking that they was going to be able to get something off of your sacrifice. But see, they're losing money. Instead of getting paid out money, they're taking losses because they can't sacrifice you. You are no longer the sacrificial lamb. And so that sacrificial lamb would have been presented to that person that was in a higher position, like, okay, job well done. I'm going to give you this, or I'm going to give you access to that, or now you'll be able to get this job or this position. They can't do it. How many times does it have to come out? Okay, they tried to sell your soul. You were their sacrifice. Now you have the card of sacrifice. But see, they're out of tricks. There's nothing that they can do to put you back in this position again, because you have done a whole lot of work to heal yourself. The past is no longer having a stronghold over your mind, body, or spirit. Okay, some of you had false male friends around. False male friends who were also a part of this. Like I said, multiple enemies surrounding you. Okay, and you came to the realization of who's who, planned since the beginning. Okay, so they must have watched you. They've been paying close attention, and they felt like, okay, at one point you would have been a perfect sacrifice because your life might have been very destructive. It might have been a whole lot of things that you was involved in, whether you had issues with jail, issues with addictions, issues with lust, issues with anger, whatever the case may be. They felt like you was the perfect sacrifice because of the energy that you was in. They felt like they could control you. And it was easy to use spell work to manipulate your energy because you were still so consumed with the traumas of your past that it kept you on a low enough vibrational frequency in order for their spell work to be effective against you. Okay? So, let me see. I'm just going to take a couple more cards and then we're going to close out. But yeah, you could not be the sacrifice. It did not work. Their conspiracy against you has failed. They ran out of tricks. Yes, it was planned since the beginning. They've been manipulating you for a long time. You now see them, and that's why we started off the energy The messages dealt with you blocking out particular people, loving on yourself a lot more, listening to your intuition, diving into your spirituality, tapping into your calling, coming into remembrance of who you are, and taking the initiative to make these things happen for yourself. Look at this. Sending you dark spirits, demons to work against you and trick you. That's what they was doing. They was most definitely sending negative energy towards you to work against you and to try to trick you. Definitely doing spell work. I have here hating on your creative ideas. See? They're hating on your creative ideas. Why are they doing this? Because they know that once you come into remembrance of who you are, the King of Wands is the first card that came out for y'all. That's a highly creative energy. But not only is the King of Wands creative, but whatever he desires to do, he takes action and he makes it happen. So they're watching you create something right now. And they are very, very jealous of that. They don't like that. They don't like that you're standing in your power, that you're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling confident. You're feeling bold. They don't like that. It's eating them up. So they're sending the evil eye in hopes that you'll go back to who you used to be. This says causing you to lose your appetite. So some of them, you know, I don't know what's going on where they either don't want you to eat well, or they, whatever the case may be, you know, some of you, that may not be for everyone in terms of appetite is concerned, but it could be something about your energy, you know, because your appetite does deal with your sacral and your solar plexus. So they could be working up against, trying to do spell work against your sacral and your solar plexus chakra. Appetite, you know, I'm also picking up just your appetite for life, that hunger and that thirst for knowledge, that hunger and that thirst for, you know, inquiring about different things and moving towards, you know, your pursuits and things of that nature. It could be the appetite in that way, not necessarily, you know, what you're ingesting, but more or less your appetite for taking passionate action towards those things that you love. This is black tourmaline, helps to clear and repel negative energy from the body, home, work environment, and to keep you more grounded and peaceful. So you may want to get you some black tourmaline, okay? Because this also says they talk about you behind your back. So a lot of these people who are watching you right now, they have a lot of negative things to say about you. So with those family secrets, there's a lot of things that they haven't told you. It's crazy how everybody is, you know, many people are coming together, consulting with each other, but you're the only one that's out of the loop. Why? Because the sacrifice is not supposed to be aware that they're being groomed for sacrifice. Why would they hint you off to that? You know? So, of course, you're going to be in the dark. But when your spiritual eyes open and you really start looking at them people, you'll be able to sit up amongst in a group. If you're in a room with all of those same people, those multiple enemies, you can look at all of them and tell, okay, they side-eyeing each other. They looking at each other, looking at you. You can sense it. You can pick it up right away. Just pay attention. Don't let them get you inebriated. Don't let them get you back into old addictive patterns and things like that, because that's where they want you, so that they can create an illusion that they care, an illusion that they love you. But no, what they're really trying to do is get your vibrations low enough so that they can control your energy and put you back into destructive patterns again. This says your significant other is sending you negativity. So this could definitely have been coming from somebody that you was connected to romantically as well. Okay? It can be just that toxic. Recharge your energy, distance yourself, take a break. Yeah, see, you're being called to withdraw your energy. Once you recharge your energy and take a break from these people, you'll be very clear about who is involved, who are your ops, who are your enemies. You won't question it at all. So this says causing you to act out of character, irrational emotions, and mood swings. That's the type of spell work that they've been doing. That's what they've been doing. They want you off balance, okay? Because again, it puts you in the right frequency to be the ultimate sacrifice for them, but it's not going to work. They ran out of tricks. They realized that it's not effective like it used to be, because you have found ways to keep your energy in alignment, and you are not veering away from whatever that pattern is or those rituals is that you're doing. You are keeping that as a part. It's like your spiritual sanctuary. It's become a part of your daily bread. So you want to maintain whatever it is you're doing, but pay attention Know who's around you. Move in silence. Zip your lips. Don't talk to these people directly, especially if you're in a position where you have to be around them right now for whatever reason because you haven't had your financial breakthrough. Keep silent. Watch. You'll be able to see who your ops are because they're going to show it. It's going to show more and more. The more that you glow from within and that light within you becomes brighter, you illuminate everything that's around you. All darkness gets illuminated. And so people's demons start to come through. You can see it in their eyes. You can see it how they look at you. You can hear it in particular things that they say to you. And it becomes undeniable unless you just choose to turn it off and ignore it for whatever reason. I would hope that you wouldn't do that to yourself. But I would strongly suggest that you give yourself permission to pay attention to the people that's in your space and make the cuts where necessary. Doorways are opening up for you, and your spiritual team is getting ready to escort you in a very royal way before your enemies. That's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.